Something wrong with him, y'all.
What's wrong with me? Nobody ain't gonna hear this part. I might cut this part out. Let me drink my 40 right quick.
Boy, you look like a 40.
Didn't you think it was cool when we was kids and niggas used to drive around with their 40 in their brown bag?
No, because them was old ass men. And I wasn't looking at no old ass man.
Bro, they was drinking in a day. Midday, they was drinking. Let me ask you a question. What's the earliest you ever drank? Like outside of brunch. And even brunch now.
I thought you meant like age.
What's the earliest you ever drank?
Breakfast.
And it wasn't brunch?
Yeah.
You was just like, F it, I'm drinking.
No, it had like a mimosa.
No, but outside of brunch.
It's not brunch though.
Oh, so you just
literally
like
in breakfast. Like you never had a mimosa at your like regular breakfast time?
No.
So you only drink mimosas at brunch time.
I don't know the earliest I ever drank. I probably drank at
10 a.m.
Yeah, it was probably like 10. And that's probably about the earliest I did the hookah too. Because it was like 10 or 11.
Y'all have definitely started that hookah early. What did you send me? What is this? This ain't it.
So that right there. Oh, I did not send you. Oh, that right there. So, all right. For those who do not know,
this?
Reddit is down. So for the last week, I've been on a Reddit deep dive, like deep key. So those who do not know, let me tell y'all about this deep dive because Key is about to freak the fuck out. There was a deep dive I did on Reddit, and it was talking about if you go on Reddit and you go to your far over, they give you top topics to like that's buzzing in your area. And so one of the topics that was buzzing in my area was strip club and sex worker stories. So I like clicked that, and I'm reading all these people talk about sex worker stories and strip club stories. And it was actually interesting to hear how people, got caught up, how people got caught, how people was fighting. And so as I'm digging, somebody was like, yeah, the streetwalkers in Charlotte are crazy. So I go down this rabbit hole, and this dude was like, check this link out. And it is a thread. And I don't want to say where because I'm imagining a lot of the guys that's on there or women that's on there want their privacy concealed. But there is a thread for men who have picked up streetwalkers in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I sent it to my friends because I said, you guys do not know what we're missing. The streets is wild. The streets is for... It's a lot of people. And what's funny about this thread is people talking like, yo, I was on North Trine. I circled the block one time. A chick came to my car. One dude was talking about how he was messing with a prostitute and her needle came out her bra and it was heroin in it. Another dude was talking about how a chick dropped a crack pipe in his car and his wife found it. It is amazing. And then I sent it to Jamar and I'm like, bro, you got to read this. Because nobody else believes what the hell I see on Reddit. And so Jamar was like, did you read the story about the dude who said he caught an STD from a chick, but she was so good at what she did, he's willing to risk it again? And I was like, no, but it's a great thread. So I sent it to Key, and Key pulled it up.
You're supposed to be sending me the outline.
Oh, let me send that to you.
Oh my God.
How you been?
You went down
I sent to your email.
You just something else.
Bruh, that shit was dope though. So before we get to we talked about something last episode, and we talked about discrimination, and discrimination with photography. And I want to let everybody know, my bad on the whole uploading shit to YouTube. It was a lot. It's been a lot. I've been super busy lately.
What you mean? You was late or something?
Yeah, I just uploaded shit to YouTube today.
That's so true.
Nigga was busy. But anyway, from that, I do want to say, we had an interesting topic about discrimination last episode, which I found interesting. Even in the one day, I realized a lot of photographers admit that they do discriminate. However, a lot of people wanted it to be known that, hey, is it discrimination or is it bias? And I felt like that was something important to state. And I also feel like, I don't want it to come off crazy, but I know last episode I definitely said, hey, I do personally discriminate. And I realized maybe some of that was bias because I don't look at somebody's sexual orientation of a reason why I won't work with them. But my bias is I won't do this type of work no matter who you are or, your race or I don't do couple boudoir. I don't care if you black. I don't care if you are a heterosexual couple, homosexual couple, whatever the case may be. I'm just not for it. And I felt like somebody can look at them like, oh, you're discriminating. It's like, nah, because if you do a deep dive, you'll notice I don't do none of that shit. So I just wanted to clear that up. That was all.
Somebody thought you was a homophobe or something?
Nah, everybody know how I get down. We need to call Amir and do a check-in. Amir, I called Amir a couple of days ago and we was talking about something and he was telling me how he was on Pornhub and one of my clients was on there.
Oh, wonderful.
He found one of my clients. He was like, bruh is on here and he giving it up. And I was like, all right. Can you imagine? Have you ever Googled, like, Darnell asked this. Did he write this in our group? Was this a... Oh,
must be we about to give all the tea from y'all.
Nah, I thought he wrote in the group, like, have you ever Googled your girl name on Pornhub to see what she doing? And I remember I told him, I was like, if your girl...
What?
Okay, maybe that was the wrong chat. But the point, and it wasn't even Darnell now that we talking about it. But the point is... the point is this. I told Neil... I was like, yo, if my girl's using her government name on Pornhub, she for the streets. And she don't care.
That is true.
Clearly, she just is like, yo, this is my past. Hand claps for... our host, Key No.
The one and only. Yes.
Key No has launched her brand, Inspirate.
I finally got stuff popping.
You finally got shit started. Let's call it what it is.
Well, I started, but I got it popping.
Uh-oh, who calling me? Watch this. It's my sister. This is about to be all inappropriate. This is Gavin Bower on the Paid Exposure podcast. The people can hear you. She get off. I told her, Brittany told me last night she want to come on the podcast, and I was like, you got to have something to say. Is she don't never say nothing.
Who that you talking to?
Key, she's my co-host.
Hey, Key.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
All right, Brittany, you want me to call you back?
Yeah.
Look at her hair. Look at all her hair.
I see her hair.
It look good.
I know more. Look at this.
Ooh, that look like nap. That look like
Did it look like what, Gavin?
naps.
Oh,
I'm just talking.
Show her.
don't start, Gavin.
This what happened, girl, after one day.
You know when girls don't shave down there and it curl up?
Shut up.
Yeah.
What hating that?
I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah, because we see your Instagram story.
Thank you.
Where's hating?
Have fun.
Bye, Brittany.
All right, I'll holler at you. I'll call you back.
All right. Bye, Key.
Bye.
Bruh, my nephew, he's back on on YouTube. Coming. Okay, so let's start this over. Hand claps to our co-host, our host, who now has finally gotten shit started.
I got it popping.
She is selling shirts.
I started I'm doing a little campaign.
I'm gonna drink my 40.
I'm doing a little campaign. I'm going to punch Gavin in the face first, and then this is how the campaign gonna get started. I was advised from a friend to look into this venture.
We can't give it away because y'all niggas steal. We talked about that last podcast. Continue.
So dumb. But anyway, starting a campaign for my t-shirts. It's gonna look just like this one, except it's green. Now with the campaign, you only get one color. You don't get the
Darnell.
You don't select a whole list of things you want to do. If I want to do that, I have to start doing my own, which will
We'll be there
soon. But anyway, so go to the link in my bio on Instagram, on my personal page, and my business page, KSS7_.
And what does Inspirate mean?
Inspirate was created to give motivation, inspiration, encouragement to people so that way they can bring their dreams, aspirations to life. And one thing that I stand by is that everybody is an inspiration to somebody. When you are being yourself wholeheartedly, authentically, you encourage others to do the same. So I want you to buy shirts so that way you can represent how much of an inspiration you are to others. Go get it. It's really plain and simple, but it's the meaning behind it.
Absolutely.
You
I bought
know the
two
meaning,
today.
like Future. You know the song, Know the Meaning? Okay, never mind. Know the meaning. But yeah, that's it. It's green. Because the green, I picked green because that's my favorite color.
Without you, baby, I feel worthless.
I got a new blog too.
Ooh, tell us about it before the shit drop.
I posted a new blog today. December's inspiration of the
Oh
month.
my gosh. Hold on, guys. Who is it featuring?
So we have a new inspiration of the month for December featuring Gavin B.
How you doing? Thank you. It's been an honor, you know what I'm saying? I came through at the clutch, at the last minute. To give y'all honest opinion, Key gave me at minimum 45 days.
It's a long time ago.
And I turned it in like 5 days late. But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I didn't forget. I just literally everything in my life for the last month, I've been turning in late. Amazon, I had the wrong phone case. They gave me a date. T-Mobile gave me a date to send my phone back. I still have my phone because they just upped my bill. And your thing was due, and I got all the dates mixed in. But hey, it's a pleasure. I'm talking about my father on there, which was kind of weird because I was
Reggie.
Oh gosh. So what was weird about all of that is I knew when you first sent it to me, I knew I wanted to talk about my dad, but I was like, could it be somebody else I could talk about? Because I didn't want to be cliche. But then, I was thinking about it. I'm like, not a lot of males. I think this tide is turning, so I don't want to sound like everybody else. But cliche. And then I also felt like not a lot of males do have like a positive relationship with their father. Some have positive, but I'm one of the folks who have like a great relationship with my dad. Mm-hmm. And so I felt like it was important to, honor him and talk about him. And then, cause honestly, he does inspire me. It's one thing to say like, oh, he pushes me or he motivates me, but he does inspire me, especially off of his, off the rip of, yo, I want to make sure Gavin does what I couldn't do. And I think that is super important because that's something I try with my nephew. And once I do have kids, I want to do that for them. Just be like, yo, I want to make sure you can do what I couldn't do. But
well, that's good. And the reason Gavin is saying this about his dad is because the subcategory on my blog is basically every month I feature a person that either I look up to or I'm inspired by or
adios mío. Adios mío.
Yeah, some niggas head up. Here we go.
Adios
Or
mío.
somebody else may be inspired by. And so I ask very simple questions, and you can give as much or as little as you want to.
So you didn't say that.
It's up to you. I'm not being
I just
picky.
looked at Britney's.
I liked it. Like I just change it up every time. Like I did my best friend first. Hers was a speech.
I was there? Yeah, I was first. You're right.
Hers was a speech. And so like then the next one was a little shorter, but that's okay. It's whatever you feel. And I basically asked, your name, where you from, something interesting about you, and a person who inspires you. And so that's why Gavin brought up his dad, because that was the person he listed. You can check out more at inspirade.com. It is the latest blog featured. Ow.
Show me a check. All right, let's get this pod started.
It's not even a good intro song.
A couple of y'all listening, y'all too young for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Charlotte. Shout out to Hidden Valley. Couple niggas too young for this. Y'all ready? You ready? Come on, kid. Come on. Beat. Oh, yeah.
That's not what he said.
All right, what other artists have like a signature sound or like that you can automatically?
Trey Songz.
What is his? Okay, true. Cisco got a little. Don't he got something he do? Fuck. Who else got something?
What is wrong with you?
Keith Sweat. Everybody got a Keith Sweat voice. Say everybody don't have a Keith Sweat.
I thought you was about to ask me. I said I'm not doing it.
You're not gonna do it? Come on, man. You drinking?
You do it.
For those who don't know, I've been drinking.
I was gonna say you. That's because I'm trying to catch up with you.
It's hot in here.
This fool has on probably a shirt under the sweatshirt, and then a sweatshirt on, and then a pea coat. Where you got? It's not even winter yet. It's still fall.
I hate when they hate on me.
Welcome to the Paid in Exposure Podcast, a podcast about helping our community of photographers to reach the next level in their business. We just leveled up. Now here's your host, Charlotte photographer, Gavin B.
Can I just pay you an exposure?
How many ways can I say no? In my Devontae, Casey, and JoJo voice. I could have been an R&B singer.
Jamie Foxx.
He got a signature shit?
I was just saying when he came on that episode.
So welcome.
Jamie Foxx?
He was on. Jodeci did come on there. Who outside my house?
Was it Jamie Foxx?
Who there? Open up that window now. Who there?
Oh, who the hell is that? They stopped too.
See, this why I don't like motherfuckers at my house. For those who don't know, we can't tell y'all where we record this podcast at, but this episode is interesting.
Who that? He came to the. Now they go check my car.
I don't know who that.
It's a white guy.
What he doing?
Damn it, I don't know.
Oh gosh.
Distractions. Look at that. Nonsense.
You ready?
Is you playing another song?
Mm-hmm. It was funny. Shit was all good last week. I like the laugh you did. So for those who not know, hold on. R.I.P. B.I.G.
Gavin got beef.
So a lot of people do not know there was some beef going on with the podcast last week.
No, it wasn't.
Well, I mean, if you ask some people. So for those who not know, we had a photographer. Should we do names? I mean, I guess everybody stood by what they said. Shout out to Rickland Young.
You posted it all on the gram.
Oh, I guess if you don't, I mean, I guess I did tell everybody shit. Rickland posted last week. Rickland Young, find him. He's been on here a couple times. Shout out to Rickland. He has out of our top maybe 10 episodes, he probably owns like 3 of them. But Rickland posted something, and he posted. What the hell this nigga posted?
He said, "Oh, we got a problem here."
Basically,
Oh, we got a problem here?
I was about to hit the wrong one.
He's about to hit the Cardi B.
Yeah. Rickland was gonna whoop my ass. He was gonna be like, "Bruh, what's up? Like, what's up?" So there was a discussion about being included and being exclusive. And I thought it was super interesting.
Do tell.
Because a lot of photographers, we had photographers, models, niggas was chimed the fuck in. What?
I'm just waiting on you.
I'm trying to find it. I thought we was gonna have this shit.
So when photographers have beef, they be like, "Oh, I'm gonna shoot better than you today. Oh, I'm gonna out edit the fuck out of you. Oh, I'm gonna get 2 models to your 1." You know, is that what y'all do? Is that how the beef go?
I fucking hate you.
Oh, I'm gonna have 3 posts on Instagram. They gonna get 150 likes a piece. Is that how it works?
I fucking hate you.
I'm just saying.
What else you got? Anything else?
Y'all like, oh, my camera shoot 10,000 photos a minute. What yours shoot?
Photographer beef is the corniest shit of all time. Because, all right, what is your job title at work?
I can't be telling my business.
Okay.
I'm just playing.
I say you might not.
No, it's okay. I'm a trade compliance analyst.
Okay. Whenever you go out and you tell people what you do, and if they say, "Oh, I do the same thing," you do not go, "All right, like fuck you."
Hell no, I be like,
gotta check it.
really? Because it's not that many motherfuckers. That
Exactly. So you want to talk about it, or even if it was, you're just like, oh, "Okay, cool. Tell me about blah blah blah."
Yeah.
Photographers, especially the ones who have like a jealousy issue, they be really ready to fight and be looking at you and be like,
I'm gonna hit you with that camera.
fucking hate you. I'm too late for the Kawhi laugh. But they be really beefing. And so the reason why I say that, I find photography beef, super funny. But Ricklin made a post, and his post was, all right, and I'm going to be transparent here. He said, I'm sorry, I can't shoot with you because you shoot with everybody and the quality is horrible. Normalize being exclusive, not included. And he tagged us. Now, being who we are,
He should have specified.
we're going to get there. Being who we are, a.k.a. I'm saying we, so Key can be on this ledge with me.
Like I shoot photos.
Exactly. Being who we are, we just reposted it. Pretty much if you tag us in something, as long as it ain't stupid, ignorant, or offensive, we're going to reshare it. So I reshared that. I wish I could call him to get his opinion on why he did this, but I'm going to get him to send a video in. Key has to eat. We both have to eat, so we can't be calling folks. So, however, what happened?
I think I messed it up.
Probably. Oh, yeah, it's probably trying to read your drink. Sorry, it's her camera issues. So, when he did that, a photographer by the name of, I think it's Kevlon, KHAILEVON, he said, I like to politely disagree. Normalize inclusion, working with beginners, lifting each other up, and teaching each other. We started somewhere. I wouldn't have the skill and knowledge I have today if someone didn't make the selfless choice to give a beginner a chance to grow. And when he wrote that, I think he gave, shout out to him, because his post made its way around the community.
What a whole clown.
I love getting around.
Whoa. No,
So
he doesn't. He's married.
clearly, but I'm talking about the podcast.
Oh.
So when he wrote that, it was funny because another photographer wrote, I'm just going through everything before we get to the deep things of it. He said, another photographer shared something. He said, his name is Sean Wick. He said this, we're all that inexperienced photographer once. I hate when people do not use the proper grammar, but that could have been me because I've been drinking. But all right, it wasn't me. I'm just be honest with y'all. Yet more established models, and I also don't like when people don't use capital letters, punctuation correctly.
Gavin, if you don't read this comment,
Yet more established models still give us a chance, and more seasoned photographers put us on game, which all played a role in us leveling up. Plus, how does them shooting with other photographers who may not have your experience or quality yet interfere with your vision for the model? As a creative, leave your ego at the door, slime. I like that. I like how he said slime. Let him know that he down with the streets.
you don't know how he said it. It was in a Instagram post.
he put a comma. That lets me know everything. He said, leave your ego at the door, slime. But it's at your door, slime. And then there was a model.
I was gonna say there's another one.
Yeah, it was a model. Damn, what Kayla say? Kayla's is good.
Did you hear my stomach?
That was mine. I was gonna play it off once again.
You sure? Because I felt
I heard
a
it.
little rumbling in my tumbly.
Don't
Ain't
tell
no
me
Winnie the
whether
Pooh.
I'm sure if I heard it. Damn, I ain't even got. Oh, here you go.
Wasn't no Winnie the Pooh.
Kayla said, "Woo, this is long. Jesus."
You want me to read it?
Oh, now she got punctuation. So shout out to Kayla_poses. She said, just had to say a little something. When a model gets booked by a company or photographer, we don't know what we will be getting back all the time. As far as quality is concerned, we are expected to post this work most of the time as professional courtesy or risk curbing the business relationship. Posting work that's more experienced photographer deems less quality is not someone's concern besides the person posting it. Sorry, I just got an email. No shade intended. I hope this is the way it's supposed to go, Kayla. I'm sorry. No shade intended. Just don't see any models. Just don't see model point of view very often. I am grateful for all the creatives I've worked with to follow me that don't discriminate over someone as trivial. It's not as being exclusive. I don't expect any other creative to only work with me. Everyone is welcome to their opinion. Just wanted to put that out there. Models don't control whether a photo is over edited, under edited, bad focus, or color grading. We're gonna talk about this. It is looked down on us. Is looked down on us as bad etiquette to edit any photographer's work. Well, duh. just read that shit and was like, wait, come on, Kayla, you know better. It is looked down on us as bad etiquette to edit any photographer's work, usually if it's like we can fix anything. So it's not like we can fix anything. Duh, Kayla. But you know, she knows that. But we're going to go. I'm gonna address all of this shit later. Being exclusive would not allow me to explore different styles or concepts. Not everyone is open to concepts beyond their preference. A boudoir photographer may or may not do beauty, just like an editorial photographer may not be interested in more whimsical themes.
Oh, God.
And the same photographer, Kevlon, whatever, I can't pronounce bro's name. I need to reach out to him to get it correct saying of his name. He said that, and he reposted that. That's how we seen it. All right. Fuck, we got to start these cameras over.
My nigga said, duh.
What you got to say?
Oh, my gosh. Woo!
Shut up.
Corona.
Coronavirus. All right. First things first. Let's go through everybody's
First things first, I'm the realest.
Shout out to Iggy, man. Hope she's doing well. Niggas heard that damn Australian accent one time. They said, get her the fuck out of rap, man. And then she started talking about T.I. and then they was just like, yo,
Oh, God.
you talk like a Atlanta bitch one day. In the next 30 seconds, you got a English accent? Get the fuck out of here.
Then she got her body done.
Yeah.
Which that's neither here nor there,
Yeah.
but I just want to say it. But anyway.
Okay. Damn, bitch just caught her straight for nothing for getting her body done. He just shot her for no reason.
For nothing. It really has nothing to do with anything. I just literally just wanted to state the fact.
He just wanted to give it up. All right, first of all,
there's many questions that needs to be answered. First, was he talking about photographers or was he talking about people like models and stuff?
so when I listened to Rickland's thing, he says, I'm sorry I can't shoot with you because you shoot with everybody and their quality is horrible. He is talking about
photographers.
He's talking to models. So as a photographer, once you do, and let me tell y'all something. I be on Clubhouse faithfully, and I'm in several photography Clubhouse groups. It is some bomb photographers out here. However, let's talk about Charlotte for the moment. He's talking about models because as you get to a certain level in photography, you do get every model reaching out to you. And sometimes you got to pick and choose who you're going to work with and if it's worth your time. Now, I know Rickland, so I know I've had this conversation with him because in our group, we talk about the photographers that make the most money are exclusive. That is just a known fact. The brands who make the most money per item, whatever, are exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Birkin sells $30,000 bags, not just because of the quality of work, but because they might only make 5 bags. And however, Coach make the same bag 30,000 times. You know what I'm saying? So it's something interesting to be said about being exclusive. However, after speaking and getting responses from other photographers and models, I realized his point did not go over well because he didn't specify. He wasn't overly clear on what he was saying. Now, when we go to the next brother who was talking about, I think we should practice inclusion. I think inclusion is cool. However, you can work with any and everybody all you want to, but it does get to a point where you are forced to be exclusive, whether he wants to believe it or not, or accept it or not. And I think that's cool. Because if, let's say I'm a photographer, I'm doing great, I'm making tons of money, I'm always working, I'm always booked, I'm always busy. And Kiana, who's never shot before, comes up and say, hey, I'm an inspiring model, I want to work with you. And you might say, cool, I can work with you. Are you going to, here's inclusion. Do you say, no, I'm going to charge you? Or do you say, no, I'm going to work with you for free and we can collab? I think that's what Kevlon, sorry, bro, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I think that's something he has to accept and ask himself, because I think that's what Rickland's response would be. Do you charge them or not? Because if you charge them, then they're a client, then they can do what Kayla was saying. Not every photographer do these things. However, if you're going to collab with it, let's say you say, hey, I'm going to charge them, then cool, they're a client. We're not talking about that. Then if you say, hey, no, I'm actually going to, this is going to be a collab, then it turns into what? It turns into, okay, cool, since it's a collab, are you going to just work with anybody that reaches out to you? Because you want to include everybody, you want inclusion, you want to give people a chance. No, you're not. Let's stop the bullshit. We're not working with everybody, because if Kiana has, if Kiana's going to pay me $500 a session,
Woo!
And
Jesus.
Kiana's friend, Kursla, shout out to Kursla. I'm going to see her this weekend. We're shooting. If Kursla come up to her and comes up to me and say, hey, no, I want to shoot with you for free because I'm collabing, blah, blah, blah. I do not need to cancel or shorten Kiana's shoot to work with Kursla. It makes zero sense.
If I'm paying you $500, you're going to do whatever I say.
Maybe. But the point is, you got to think of it like that. So inclusion is cool, but it does get to a point where you cannot include everybody in what you're doing. And I think we all understand that. Yeah. Now, the next post that was actually Kayla's. I read it all out of order. And Kayla, she has some interesting points. And I don't necessarily agree with them all. I know Kayla personally, so I don't want to go that route. But in knowing Kayla, I understand what she's saying. Kayla is a model who works, and she loves to work. She loves to model. And so with her thing is saying like, hey, not every photographer is going to give me what I want. So I do shoot with everybody. Now, Kayla has some things in there. She's talking about, hey, models, or, we can't, it's not like we control what we get. I always tell models this: you should be exclusive on which photographers you work with.
Yeah, you should be able to be looking at their work and see what they produce. Yeah,
because
their portfolio.
Portfolio. See what happened when we drink before the podcast? But you know what's funny about it is models are very exclusive, but they don't want photographers to know that. If I'm a photographer that's just starting out, I'm not reaching out to a model who I see works with so many photographers that has quality on their page. I do not work with, I understand that when I reach out to them, this is what models will do. Hey, I'm Gavin. I'm a new photographer. I would love to work with you. You know what they say? Cool. They look at my shit. They either say yes or no. And if they say no, the way they usually say no is a curve. They don't answer. Or they say, hey, cool, I would love to work with you. Just to let you know, my rates is $200, $200. Or what they do is $100 an hour, a 3-hour minimum, and I require my makeup be done. And a new photographer cannot afford to pay you $300 to get your makeup done, which you're going to do yourself and show up. Like that's the way models get away with it. So to see this, to hear this, even with Kayla, but I do understand what she was trying to say, what she was saying, not trying to say, because I think she explained it very, very well. And then shout out to Sean. I mean, I have nothing to say. He was saying, hey, check your ego. Because I think where Ricklin was coming from, what came off, a
little cocky.
Yeah, it came off a little cocky. And sometimes you got to just eat that L. And to be funny, not to be funny, but to be funny, I sent Ricklin all these things like, do you want to say anything? Do you got anything to say? Because, I was trying to make a little beef. I was trying to create a little beef. He did not bite. He said, bro, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, so you wanted the cameras thrown.
Oh, yeah. I like beef. What's beef? Beef is when you, for your paper.
I told you what beef was with photographers.
What they do?
You know what they do.
They be hating. So what's funny enough about all of this is
they throw lenses at one another.
Shut up. But to be fair, my opinion is this: photographers, sorry to any model, anybody got anything to say that don't disagree. Fuck that inclusion shit. It sounds pretty. I think you should be inclusive when it benefits you. That's what we don't want to talk about. That's what we don't want to say. That's what we don't want to preach or practice. No photographer, I don't care. I think everybody's missing the biggest point from all of this, now that we're here, is that inclusion always happens when it benefits. Everybody's willing to be inclusive when it benefits them. So I'm a photographer. I'm just starting out, and I'm looking for somebody to help, or I'm looking for some advice. Use the time you get help from people when they benefit from you. And it's fair. I don't think, because other than that, it's just practice. You got to start in the trenches. You learn and you grow. I've seen plenty of photographers who get help. They get stepped up. People give them help and everything. And the whole inclusion thing, whether it's models, it's other photographers, it's makeup artists. And guess what? they start taking shortcuts and then they don't know how to do shit at the end. Their business practices is trash. They don't really know how to edit. They don't know how to conduct business. They don't know how to talk to people. You go that route. There's a lot of makeup artists who, you know, the role between makeup artists and photographers is, hey, I do makeup. I would love to work with you. And yo, let's be inclusive. I do your makeup for free. Cool. The photographer benefits. They work together. The model, she has a certain look for me, blah, blah, blah. And I think that's what Sean was getting at. He was like, yo, why do you care what another model does if it's benefiting you? Which is the main point I think Ricklin was saying. That's what I was saying. Or that's what I was trying to get across. Like, hey, if it benefits me, cool. But if not, if you're not willing to pay, because there's a shit ton of models out there who do not believe in paying photographers. I don't care what nobody says. They think they models, but they like, no, I don't believe in paying. If you do not believe in paying, you get cut the fuck off. And it's like, I don't need to work with you at all. Because then I'm just another photographer body on you. So it is what it is.
Did you just say photographer body?
Yeah, some people got photography. Or he. It's a lot of male photographers who work with just anybody just to say, I got a body on the list.
This nigga done.
Because when you go to, if I'm a model and I go to a page and I have all these bomb ass photos on my page, you're not clicking and say, hey, who is this photographer who took this? What you're really clicking to say is, you're really just looking at more to see if it's more there. But when you really looking at it, you're just like, oh, okay, cool. This person got good work. This model is bomb. Their work is fire, blah, blah, blah. And some photographers like, I don't want to get lost on your page. Just another dope picture on your page. But then also, you know, it is what it is, but whatever.
Hey, dirty. Baby, I got your money.
Shut up. You ready to get to these questions? So for those who do not know, we do have the No More Pie by Gavin B group on Facebook. Shout out to the group, man. Y'all owe me a check, man. It's my group, so I guess I owe myself a check. And with that being said,
Put yourself a quarter in the cup.
We need to create that. But with that, you can ask a question, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. And when you ask that question, we will read your questions on air, just like now. Take it away, Key.
Boy, something wrong with you. We have Avery. If you ever gave another...
Go ahead.
If you ever gave another camera a try, which would you consider?
Sony.
A Sony?
Yeah.
No, he better not switch to another camera after he done griped and hollered and cried and screamed over this camera that took 20 years to get here. You sticking with this Canon for life.
Absolutely. It's hot in this jacket. Absolutely. I'm sticking with my Canon. Shout out to Canon R5. They owe me a check now. However,
No, they owe you another camera.
I wish. However, if I had to start over, or not start over, because I would still choose Canon. But if somebody was like, you can't use Canon, you got to go somewhere else, I would definitely choose a Canon A7, probably 4. But Canon is dope. They low light. I do believe Canon, Sony A7 IV. I do believe Sony is. I don't care. I don't want no problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no.
Oh, we got a problem here?
I don't want nothing, Sony. But y'all got a cheat code over there. Y'all really have a cheat code.
You ain't using a little disposable?
Go to the next question, nigga.
I'm saying,
Go to the next fucking camera.
You get
I
them
do not know this question.
You can get them out of Walmart and then
Key.
go to the Walmart and they can print them out for you.
I'm trying to sit up straight.
Just saying. Sandra says, what was your favorite photo shoot of 2020?
Ooh, this is a great shout out to you for that question. Favorite photo shoot. Let me go to my pick.
Boy, you get the most calls.
Who is this?
Ignore.
I don't know who that is. I really don't know who the fuck that was. If it was somebody who I knew, I would have answered.
I would hope so.
Favorite shoot from 2020. Ooh, I love to shoot with Iris. When was that? That was in August. Damn, that was so long ago. Oh, easy peasy, squeeze me. Oh, when was Brittany and Darnell's? That shit was fun. That was in March? No way. Was that March? All right, so let's do it like this.
Might have been January. It was cold.
It was cold, and it was March. Remember Darnell was mad he had to wear my jacket. My favorite, let's do it like this. My favorite wedding photo shoot was, you hear my stomach?
That's not yours.
It was. I felt it.
It was me.
I felt it. All right. favorite. I have 2 favorite shoots. We can't do it the way I want to do
Basically, we both hungry.
it. Basically. Favorite shoot. One is from Emily.
Hey, Emily.
Emily is bomb. Her name is on Instagram _Emily Mohammed. She is amazing. I did her maternity shoot. It was in the blue. I'll show it to you. Her.
I was gonna say Mo was in blue too, but that's different person.
Different person. She is my favorite shoot so far this year. Just because I was nervous and I didn't know her, and then she was just like, "Yeah, let's do it." She is amazing. Her spirit is cool.
Nervous?
Huh?
Why was you nervous?
Some clients, if they don't give you a lot of information, you do get nervous because you don't know what to expect when they get there. And so that's what it was with her. I was like, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who she is. We didn't do that much talking. We didn't do enough talking. But when she got there, it was bomb. She was fly, and she knew how to model. She did not tell me that, which I was kind of mad about. But it probably would have made me more nervous, so I'm glad she didn't tell me. But shout out to her. My favorite engagement. 2 favorite engagements.
Breaking stuff down in categories. When they said, what was your favorite photo shoot of 2020? Not what was your favorite maternity one? What was your favorite engagement one?
Favorite? I have 2 other shoots that was my favorite. My next favorite is Greg and Tiara. I shot their wedding, but I also did an engagement shoot at an airport. It was fire. You remember her? Remember them?
Did y'all get in front of a plane?
Tiara looked like Ashanti. I wonder if she know that. Super cool. I had a lot of chicks DMing me about Greg, her man, which was funny because I posted him one day and girls was commenting, was like, and then she was liking all of them. And I'm like, I don't want her to write her and be like, I'm so sorry. Third favorite shoot, not my third, but tied for second, would be Darnell and Brittany's engagement shoot. I had fun. One, because I was able to do a video, and the outtakes that nobody's heard except for us 5.
They're our friends, so we
are funny.
We were all there.
Yeah, it was so many people there. Honorable mentions, because I know you asked for that. Angel, shout out to Angel, shout out to Ali Yost, shout out to Shay, shout out to Iris, of course, shout out to Logan, shout out to Jazz, shout out to Glody, shout out to Sari, shout out to Dez, shout out to Brittany, shout out to Lindsay and Novi. The 2 homies, even though me and Lindsay beef right now because she has not called me in 2 weeks. Shout out to Corey. Did I say Corey? Yeah.
This is another
squirrel
long way of Gavin hearing himself talk.
Bro, that's what happened when the 40 get cracked.
Shout out to Key too. Shoot.
We shoot.
I'm gonna punch you in the throat. I swear for Lord, I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
Hurry up, man.
Hurry up to punch you in the throat. All right.
Get the ginger.
What gear do you use to shoot a wedding?
A camera. Next.
You're so disrespectful.
Sorry, Ginger. I use 2 cameras. Well, I only use 1, but I just got a second camera. Like what I did there. I will be shooting with my Canon 5D Mark IV, which I'm willing to sell or trade in. If anybody wants to reach out and talk.
You might as well trade it in and get another one of them.
Well, the price won't add up, but I'm thinking about something. And then Canon R5, which is on key right now. That's gonna be that. I've done a wedding with it. It is amazing. My Canon 5D Mark IV, the battery life on that is amazing, but however, it is heavy as shit. I know you ain't trying to model with that hair tie on.
And with this freaking headphones. Anyway. Moving on. Come on down. I could be a TV host.
Really?
I don't know. I'm just talking.
I'm trying to figure out, do I have any random question I want to ask you while I go fix the cameras?
Brand new whip, got no keys. Tailor my clothes, no start.
How you been?
Keys.
I didn't even ask you how you been.
Gone, leave, got M's in the bank. Like, yes.
How you been? How you been?
I'm well.
Damn, I can't even say that. One of my homegirls told me.
What you about to say?
One of my homegirls told me that she's going to talk to her therapist about dating. Because I think she said her therapist told her she shouldn't date. And I was like, that's interesting.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
That could just be for her.
Absolutely. I mean,
I hope so.
I'm like, fuck. But it was just interesting to hear that. All right, you ready to get into this pop culture topics
I might have cried if my therapist told me I don't need a date. Sir, I'm 30 or ma'am, whichever one. I am 31.
Would you want a female or male therapist? And why?
I don't think it would really matter. As long as they black.
You don't think a white woman can help you?
Hell no. I take that back. I'm sorry. That's not nice. They probably could, but I would be more comfortable. I feel like
what I asked, 'cause they probably didn't hear it.
I feel like they would be more relatable if they were of the same background as Key, as far as ethnicity. We have the same type of struggles. Maybe.
True.
Most likely.
Or they can understand.
Yeah.
It's like when I get that because it's kind of like it goes back to when we were in school and you would see people, teachers, black teachers would look at black students a little bit different and treat them different and understand that no, that's not a behavior thing. That might just be a culture thing right there.
Yeah, you know.
Some things are cultural
that's true.
for all races. It is what it is.
That is.
My family had Thanksgiving. What a culture thing was, you know, when I ate dinner with my in-laws, there was no greens. There was no mac and cheese. There was no, it was a lot of stuff missing. And it was cool. It was cool because my sister rung all that. So it was like, fine.
I was going to say, you got to clarify. It's not like.
It wasn't
They
there.
had a mixed Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we did. But, you know, and their family loved that because they were just like, oh shit, we ain't never had this before. Or for Thanksgiving. And they were just, it was super dope. Let's talk about this Lil Baby situation. $16K. Would you give your man a hall pass for $16K? While I look up what the hell we supposed to be talking about.
No hall passes for me. I say that now.
You wouldn't give your man a hall pass?
I say that now.
Let me ask you this. What does a hall pass include?
I guess you make up your own rules for it. But as far as we know from, you know, society or movies or something, it's a hall pass to have sex, right?
Don't ask me shit. I'm asking you.
I don't know. Nigga, you married. What the fuck?
Okay, so this is going different. On our topics is so different than what we're saying. I assume a hall pass is, yo, you can go, you are allowed to do whatever during these periods of times.
Just come back.
Come back. No kids, no STDs. But you can come back. And I'm assuming I don't want to know shit about it.
I guess. I don't know. Look at the movie. What the movie about?
I ain't watching that shit.
I didn't say watch the movie. I just said look it up.
So my thing is, so you wouldn't give your man a hall pass?
Right now, my mindset is not to give my man a hall pass. I'm selfish when it comes to my significant other.
That's cool. I mean, I don't expect to ever get one. So for those who, yeah, I mean, my wife ain't finna get me one. I'm just asking. I'm just talking. Don't listen to me. But the reason why we're talking about this because
And if she did, we would never know.
Who the fuck is Miss London?
She's a rapper. Come on, bud, keep up.
Iceball adult film actress Miss London claimed that she was paid $16K to have sex with a rapper. One day when she was drunk, she got on Instagram.
Maybe
and
that's not the same person I'm thinking about.
Yeah. She said, I'm legit about to talk shit all night. Okay, I'm home. 6K richer, full of 1942. Not dropping names, but Jada not never leaving that man ever. She put the emojis. The best D I ever had came from a millionaire who didn't say more than 2 full sentences to me. He literally beat me down to the mattress.
You said she a porn star?
No, she's an adult film actress.
She a porn star. That name sound familiar.
Now, there's a rapper called Lady London, if I'm not mistaken.
That's who I was mixing her with. But all seriousness, Miss London sounds familiar. I don't know how I know. I'm just saying.
Hey, man, I ain't mad at you, man. You know what I'm saying?
It sound familiar. I don't know how I know, but it just sounds familiar.
So she drops the name of Lil Baby's girl, says she's never leaving him. Lil Baby gets online and says, what's wrong with people? Basically kind of trying to deny their player left. And Miss London then drops screenshots of DMs basically of Lil Baby like, yo, what are you doing?
What she look like?
I don't know. I've literally never seen this chick, but we can look her up. Well, we should probably figure out how we gonna look her up without my phone.
Of course you never seen her.
Why?
You black.
Go ahead. All right, guys. So for those who do not know, some of y'all about to be like, "What the hell does that mean?" I do not watch black porn.
Oh, you did not have to go there.
I don't watch
All
black
I just
porn.
said was you didn't know. That could have just been between us. Gavin.
Golly, her Instagram. Jeez. Whoa.
Let me see.
Whoa. It's a lot of. Whoa. Jesus.
You on the Twitter? That's Twitter.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh. I seen that black and white. So I looked up Miss London on Twitter. Her Twitter is nothing but. Look how close Key is to the thing. Yeah, I don't watch black porn. For those who not know, I don't watch black porn, but that's.
Oh my.
Ooh. Okay, get that off. My whole shit about to be crowded up. But yeah, I was laughing at this whole situation because in this whole situation, Lil Baby got one point that I respect. If I pay you $16,000, why are you talking? Why are you talking about it?
Did she sign an NDA? Then she can talk all the fuck she want to. That's his fault.
Absolutely. He should have gave her an NDA, but would it even matter? But my thing is like, bro, I'm paying you.
She want more.
Not if she bragging about it. She could have, if she wanted more, she'd be like, yo, I'm gonna tell everybody your shit is whack. She literally got drunk and gave up information. But it's like, bro, you messing up a bag because now other rappers, people of money who might have wanted to smash, they like, I ain't definitely about to mess with her now. I wonder do chicks notice they be messing up the bag like that?
Unless they get an NDA.
Yeah, but people be, violating that.
Disclosure.
All right, man. Who you got? Keyisha Cole or Ashanti?
This Saturday, coming up on the next Versus Live.
Who you got, man?
I don't know. I like both of them, but I love me some Keyisha Cole.
Keyisha Cole always be singing shit for the chicks who.
No, she sings shit for the chicks. So did freaking Mary J. And
Heartbroken. Keep going.
I'm just saying. That's what I'm agreeing with you.
Keyisha Cole, I'm sorry, but when this drop, it's not even gonna play.
Nothing.
It's an automatic L for Keyisha. Yo, this for everybody out there. I need y'all to go buy Inspirati's shirt right now. The link is right below, baby. Sorry for everybody that's on YouTube listening right now, because you hear nothing. This is my shit. This is gonna be a win. That's gonna be a win for her. However,
I don't know. Keyisha got. I don't know, bruh. Keyisha got some hits, bruh.
No. This is gonna be a win. This right here is gonna be a win just because how big this song was.
Yeah, a lot of people do like that song.
This is gonna be an automatic win for Keyisha.
And Love.
Fuck Love. I don't know that song.
I think it's called Love.
It is called Love. It's the Ashanti, you better play a throwaway song when this shit drop.
And she got Missy on there.
Yeah, it's a rap. Listen to hear what Love sound like. Oh, this is an automatic win. Auto-fucking-matic.
What? This was the hit right here.
I know, but this is for chicks who be getting cheated on, who don't got a man, who be sad and shit.
You think Ashanti don't got those same goddamn songs?
No. Don't.
He biased. You biased, bruh.
Oh gosh. Tears. She said white in her. What she said? Never mind, sorry. Wow. She went. Oh gosh.
And I can't believe he hurting me. I met your girl, what a difference. This. But you see that you ain't seeing me. Guess it was all just make believe. Oh, love. Never knew I was missing.
Yeah. she do that squiggling shit, I'm gonna be pissed. Keisha Cole makes songs for the chicks who bring their own to-go plates to the cookout.
I would. Don't be talking about my girl Keisha now.
This gonna get played.
Oh yeah, that's now this song right
I'm
here.
telling you, she making shit for the chicks who be crying and shit.
This her first single, wasn't it?
I should have cheated? I think so. Maybe. I don't fucking know. Don't ask me.
Let me say.
But you know when it's dropped.
You know that you are guilty of.
Yeah. Shout out to Ashanti, man. I used to have you on the front of my notebook at school because you was fun as fuck. Say my days are gone without you.
Hope they play the remix.
Come on, you already know when this dropped.
And another one.
And another one. Why stop playing? Okay. Ashanti, you better play both. But right now we're gonna play one for you.
Oh, I was about to do the Biggie part.
What? Ashanti will be playing a bunch of Ja Rule songs.
Oh, you know that's your guy.
Hold on.
Think of finally get up and leave. No more.
Yo, if you're on YouTube right now, you should just run over to Anchor and just listen to this whole pod.
No more.
All right, before we get sued. All right. Crying. Hold on. Oh, I thought we was there for it. I was
You
about
gotta
to
play Biggie part.
Why? Make the spectacular. Hitting from the back in the back and nah. I don't know words to no songs.
Never know the words.
I know no words to songs.
I'm just playing breaky.
All right.
Keep going.
All right. So you got Keisha. I got Ashanti. That come on this Saturday?
Yeah. And another one.
All right, cool. I think it's gonna be interesting. I do think it's gonna be cool to finally hear another verses where people
Ain't no beef.
it's no beef. So it's could like the last couple of verses have been beef
At least that we know of.
that we don't know of. I do think Keisha Cole has an amazing opportunity to show us that she's nobody to be played with.
I think people already know that about her though.
But I think, yeah, and I think going up against Ashanti clearly has the bigger hits, right? She has the songs with, you know, she actually has number ones, and we not talking about, you know, I remember back in the day, Irv Gotti had a famous quote. He used to say, I didn't make songs for R&B and hip hop number ones. He said, y'all can have that shit. I make worldwide. That means the number one song in the country, the number one song in the world. I make those songs, and Ja Rule had those, and Ashanti was on the hook. I mean, I don't think people know how crazy and hard that is to do. Because a lot of times people are like, oh, I have 10 hip hop number ones, and it's like, okay, it's cool, number one for that week, nobody dropped, blah blah blah. But to say I got the number one song in the country, and I'm playing against all genres, all the pop stars, they got all the big backings, blah blah blah. They got Scooter Braun. The point is this.
No, Murder Inc. was a shit back in the day.
Bro, and I think some people might not understand. That's the other thing. This is for us because a lot of people don't understand how big Ashanti and Keisha Cole was, so this is going to be
These
interesting.
little young kids, they don't know.
They don't
man.
give a shit either.
They listening to little Hoopla, whoever that is.
What?
I'm just making
Oh
stuff
my
up.
gosh. Tell us. Do you want me to just...
Well, the dynamic is about to change.
Go ahead. Just ease into it, bro. Go ahead.
So y'all know COVID is still like
Here.
getting on my last nerve.
Absolutely.
But nonetheless, it is get here, and we should still take our
Keep trying to be
precautions.
serious.
I am, because I
This
want
is
to be.
fucked up.
I don't want to be one of them people that be talking about COVID and then they get COVID.
Woo, that should be wow. Niggas
You know what
go
I'm saying?
in about COVID.
They really do.
And then they be...
And I'm not one to not believe that it's not real.
Oh, it's real.
So I, take my precautions, wear my mask, sanitize,
Mm-hmm.
wash my hands, take my vitamins, my nutrients and stuff. I be around the same people that I'm always around.
Absolutely.
But this lady died after she gave birth to
Which
her
is super sad.
son. And she died before Jesus. She
was able to hold
died
him.
before she was able to even hold him. And that transaction is very quick. And the fact that she died before that could even happen is kind of like crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And then on top of that, North Carolina, Roy Cooper says, sit your asses down. Y'all not listening. Y'all not paying attention. Sit down. So basically, Christmas and New Year's Eve is done. Yeah. I wasn't planning on seeing y'all for neither one either way.
But my thing is like, things is open during the day. Like niggas is out during the day. It's no.
I told my boy, I said, all this shit is funny because, the rules are dumb. They're not proper. I went to Popeyes, right?
Chicken.
Mm-hmm. I got the chicken
I didn't know
sandwich.
if he was talking about Popeyes or
Popeye.
his wife's.
Yeah.
Uncle.
But I was getting some chicken. I was getting a chicken sandwich rather. I go to the register. I'm going through the drive-thru. I go to the register. Excuse me, the drive-thru window. Shorty puts a basket outside. I look at her because she has gloves on. She puts a basket outside. I put my card in it. She pulled her basket in, grabs my card, swipe it, put it back in the basket, and give it back to me. And the only thing I could think of is, what the fuck did you just do?
They do that to me. They do that at Taco Bell too. And I said, this is the dumbest shit ever.
Dumb. And it's like only the dumb restaurants do it.
Still touching the fucking card.
Absolutely. And the only thing I could think of is, this is the dumbest shit ever. Like, it's super stupid. And it really only just protects them. It don't protect me. So it's like, oh, I'm protecting myself. But it don't even make sense. I can hand you the card as long as you got your gloves on. You put it in the basket serves no purpose. Then I was laughing at it. Hey, to eat inside, you have to have an out. Like Walter, he lives in Chicago. He works at a place that the only way they can be open if they have outdoor seating. So they eat outside.
With the coverings.
He said they have hard plastic coverings. He said it's hotter and more enclosed outside than it is inside. He was like, I don't understand. Exactly. Then it's like, oh, you have to walk to the bathroom with your mask on because apparently COVID looks at you and says they're walking.
They don't have a mask.
Let's get them. It's like, it's the dumbest shit ever. But everybody, please protect yourself because this vaccine is coming in the next month or so. And it's going to be hard for some people. Some people are going to have to put themselves in harm's way for the hopes of not dying.
Did you see the little trial with the 4 people? What happened with them?
What happened with them?
There was a Pfizer. Somebody code vaccine trial. 4 people got Bell palsy's disease or something. It's like a let me just look it up.
Come on, man. You could have dropped a gem.
It's something where their face turns or like gets distorted and they say it's not permanent, but it makes their face look like it's permanently like this.
Now, I can't even use that screenshot because it's fucked up. But yeah, that's sad. I mean, my mom works in healthcare.
I'm going to find it.
And she said her job hit her line and was just like, yo, we gonna have this vaccine here. And my mom was like, me and my mom was talking about what is she supposed to do?
Right.
I know I have a homeboy who I'm super cool with, who is a fellow photographer, who's like, yo, when a vaccine drop, I don't know what I'm supposed to do because he's sick. He does, Uber and Lyft, and he's a photographer who's very good at what he does. And he's like, I'm around so many people and I'm already sickly and my parents are old. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. And I feel bad for him, so just keep that in mind. You figure out what Bell palsy disease is? Come on, man. My 40 almost out.
Boy, you ain't got no 40.
Why you do that? Let me find the next little part. Who texts me? Damn, my arm is asleep. Oh, it's my cousin. Brianna be all right.
I can't find it, but they say, and then they said that it wasn't the shot that gave it to him. It wasn't the vaccine shot that gave it to him. So these 4 people in the same trial that took the same shot, who was perfectly fine besides having COVID before they got to you, all just happened to have the same effect. All just happened to get the same disease or whatever it's called.
Tragic.
And you saying it's not linked to the vaccine. So what they didn't even tell us what it was linked to. Well, my stuff ain't working. It ain't working. I don't know what's going on. I can't look.
Was it racist to knock a black man out? That is the question of the
No,
week.
stop asking me that. I said no.
It's not racist.
It's a shitty question. It's a sport.
Why is
That's
it a
what you
shitty
do.
question? Why is it a shitty question?
Because how does this have anything to do with race? It doesn't.
It's a fine question. We got to wake you up. You got to be a part of this conversation. That's right.
What was that? Who racist?
That was a shitty question. So for those who do not know, Cari Champion and Jamel Hill were interviewing Jake Paul. Jake Paul is the guy who knocked out Nate Robinson. And it was on Vice, so it was laid back. On Vice, you can say what you want to. It's and in asking a question, they asked him, as you heard, is it racist to knock out a black dude being that Jake Paul's white? Now I've seen a lot of people try and do the fake, oh, we gotta cancel Cari because this is fucked up that she can make a joke about blacks getting hurt, but or whatever. All right, cool. You gotta learn to read the room. I was thinking about
you speechless? Like
no. I was trying to figure out like what was the next line I wanted to say. I feel like sometimes you have to be able to read the room. Now her follow up, I felt like she was trying to. I think at first when I heard it, I said, "Oh, she probably was joking," and I still feel like she was joking. And her follow up to everything, I felt like she was trying to make a joke and make light of, like she said, we got to wake you up. We got to make you part of this conversation. And I think, first of all, Jake Paul, if that's even his name, whatever, fuck it. This nigga, he's a YouTube star. So he's used to being, and he does music. And, he's used to being alive, upbeat. And clearly in that interview, he seemed annoyed, which you found out that what?
they said that
Go ahead, you good.
that clip shows the ending of her asking that question. So apparently she asked that multiple times trying to get a response out of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that clip showed the last time her asking and he was just like, okay, stop asking me this.
It was a stupid ass question.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And I don't know.
Even if it was a joke, like I would have been like, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't even a good joke. You got to be able to read the room. Bro, that was a trash ass joke. Trash.
Yeah, because that was a trash ass fight.
It was, but he knocked that motherfucker out.
Nate, I just would never picture a little short Nate Robinson fighting anyway. Like, dude, you play ball. Get in between somebody's legs. Pause.
What? And then, what's funny is I saw some people was like, oh, especially, it was funny to hear black women like, oh, Cari Champion, we got to stop saluting her and all this. And I'm like, yo, do y'all not remember when she said that dating black men is too difficult?
Oh, so she Candace Owen.
No, I think, well.
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
That's funny. She is not, even though Cari, that was a good joke.
She need to take some hints from Key.
Damn near.
Let me get on the show.
Go ahead. And I felt like, she said that to, what's that girl off of Insecure? Not Issa. What's the other girl? What's Molly's real name? No, what's Molly's real name?
Oh, Yvonne.
Yvonne. She was doing an interview with, those two was interviewing each other. And she was like, I sometimes find dating black men too difficult. Now, to be fair, whoever wrote up the article, they pulled one little line out of that and they made it the headline.
Yep.
And niggas went at her.
Of course.
Now,
but people should know that's how media does.
Absolutely. But I felt like what she said, you got to live with that. And it sucks because I think some people got to realize when they're having like candid conversations, you have to be mindful of what you say. Or your media team got to be ready, because if you read what she actually said, she talked about in that same article about like, hey, sometimes when you're dating people of your own race, you have that tug and pull, especially of her being a woman of stature, with power, blah, 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 with money. She was like, dating men in my own culture, I do have that pull. That's just my 40. And so she was like, excuse me, there's that tug and pull of like, give you this, give you that. She said, I do not have that tug and pull when dating white men. So it's a little bit easier. And so the headline was, she says, black men is too difficult. However, the reason why I'm not mad at her catching the bullet she caught for that is because she didn't even specify more about, hey, but I do understand if I'm dating somebody outside of my race, there's different other issues I have to go through that I will never go through with a black man. Like you going to dinner and, you know, you hear
Exactly.
nigger.
So which one weighs the more?
She didn't even want to go there. That's why I said I'm cool with her catching strays.
Because that don't like.
Read the room. Read the room.
Anywho.
Last thing. Casanova. The FBI got him. He turned himself in. Poor thing. And DJ Vlad's interview will play a part, has played a part in him catching his RICO thing. You can pick out your question.
We doing this again?
Yeah, we
ain't
got
done
to.
This in like
I know, that's why we got
weeks.
it, because we only got 2 more topics after this, so, and they kind of whack. So, but I want to say this. DJ, what our guy said, Mr. What you said, Mr. I don't know if this guy is Islamic or not, or Muslim.
I didn't say that. I
Go
didn't say
ahead.
that. He is a Muslim.
What's his name?
Reza.
What'd he say? Come on, Key.
That means I gotta pull it up and stuff.
My ear, yeah.
I'm trying to make sure my lips ain't dry. My lip dry?
No.
I do this every time Gavin get up and change the camera just so I can stall. Anyway, but yeah, he said that he was the hold on. Let me find it. I'm gonna find it. Oh, it's taking too long.
Oh gosh.
I really can't find it. What the hell? What the hell?
Basically, what he said.
What the hell?
He was talking about DJ Vlad, and he said something along the lines of,
What the hell?
I told y'all to stop messing with Vlad a long time ago. That's basically what he said.
Yeah, but he called him a name. He said, I found it.
Shout out to Key. Go ahead.
He said, we warned you to stop dealing with that devil Vlad TV a long time ago. He's the first 48 of YouTube when he was bold enough to lie on the Honorable Minister Louis
Farrakhan.
Jesus. Excuse me, I had to
She's
drink.
hungry.
I knew he was beyond comfortable knowing what he was doing to black people. Vlad equals Vlad Dracula, a bloodsucker.
That's deep.
Bloodsucker. He called him the devil.
Yeah, that's deep when somebody calls you the devil, especially an old person.
I think that's what he said.
Yeah, I think he did. It's like in the first part of the conversation. Well,
Oh, he did.
for those who do not know, Vlad TV has the podcast blocked.
Gavin pissed him off. Gavin, y'all know Gavin is a strickler for pissing niggas off.
Absolutely. If I don't really mess with you, or if I know exactly how you give it up or get down, I will talk my shit. And Vlad has us blocked. And he got us blocked on Twitter. And I've said this all the time. There's this thing of, yo, black people got to stop going on Vlad, or these niggas, as people say, got to stop going on Vlad. For those, let me go back here, because we have a lot of people who probably do not know who Vlad is. Shout out to Rebecca if you're listening. Rachel. Shout out to Rachel too. Rachel's the homie. She's a photographer. But shout out to Rachel. She probably has no idea who the fuck Vlad is. Vlad used to be a DJ back in the day out of Oakland. He is a Russian. He's Russian. And Vlad was a DJ who is now, he has a channel on YouTube called Vlad TV, and he interviews people. His interviews go viral. If you ever seen the Soulja Boy thing with Soulja Boy, telling the story about how somebody tried to run up in his studio and he had to shoot them, that's Vlad. Vlad does interviews with any and everybody who he has interest in. He has some great interviews. Mobsters. He gets rappers before they get popping. He has tons of videos with Cardi B before she was Cardi fucking B. You know what I'm saying? He gets people once they get out of jail. He got some trash videos. You know what I'm saying? So there's this thing where rappers will come up there and he will ask them questions and they incriminate themselves and they either get locked up or they get killed because they're going there. Shout out to, and prayers to the families that have to go through what they go through, because some rappers have literally gone up to Vlad TV that's from Chicago, talk about the drama, talk about the shootings, and Vlad is posting their video once their funeral happens so he can get more clicks. And so there's this thing of Vlad don't force people to go up there and talk. bull fucking shit. That's what I have to say. It's bullshit. And the reason why I tell you that is the government did not have to drop crack in the hood and put automatic guns in the hood. And guess what happened? People used it. We still blame the government. They still have a responsibility. They didn't say, hey, here's crack, go use it. Here's automatic guns, go shoot people. But we know there's instances where the government made sure crack got in black neighborhoods and automatic weapons got in black neighborhoods, and they knew what would happen. There's a certain amount of clout and fame that a lot of these rappers want, and they get up there and they sit in Vlad knowing that they're going to get at minimum 75,000 views per clip. They know they're going to get hundreds of thousands of views, and they're going to say things that is going to get them spins on Spotify, Apple, going to get their mixtape jumping. They're going to get bookings off of this. So they get up there and they say dumb shit. Some of it's true. Some of it you can listen to and you can tell it's complete bullshit. But the point is they get up there and it's the black ones. You never have a white rapper. Jack Harlow hasn't been on Vlad. It's a great reason why. I don't even know no other white rappers Machine Gun Kelly. I don't think of any. I'm not for sure if he's ever been on Vlad. He don't get the white R&B singers because he's had R&B singers that come up there. And he dangles this thing called views in their face and they say shit and he knows the repercussions come because Vlad has a lot of dead rappers that's sitting on his couch. And guess what? When they die, he posts their shit, like I said again. And I think he has a responsibility for that because sometimes you have to stop it. People, to put in response, let me show y'all what happens. Crack got put in our neighborhoods, and guess what? Opioids got put in white neighborhoods. But we see the distinct difference of help. When those white Russian gangsters, those white mob guys come up there and they sit on Vlad's couch, he don't open his fucking mouth. He don't go back to them. He don't go into details. He lets them talk. He don't say, hey, sometimes he's like, hey, nah, you don't have to go into that. He asks them. Vlad has people who come on there and he asks them about stuff they can't be charged with no more. He asks the young black kids, tell me about this situation. It's open-ended. They're going to love to give you stuff. Some of them guys be intoxicated. They be fucked up. And I feel like he bears a responsibility and he uses and abuses black folks.
Well, I think that's what all these, non-black people do. They use us for clout, for fame, for views, for money, for extortion. You never know. And you know what?
This is bullshit. What is it? This is bullshit.
Keep been wanting to use that. No one shoots thumbing over here on her phone. All right, before we get out, you got a question?
It is bullshit, though.
You ain't even open that question. Give me the notebook.
We ain't did this in a while. Bullshit.
For those who do not know,
black folks for everything.
For those who not know, we have a notebook. I'm gonna read this one because this paper I need to rewrite all these.
Except for our greatness and the intelligence that we exhibit.
If you ever want to come on a podcast, we have a notebook. You do have to answer a question or put a question in here.
Man, we ain't done this in like 7 episodes.
Yeah, because people don't check off the shit they read.
I know you and Tequila and D did one.
Did we?
Yep. I noticed everything.
She does. How would you dominate your boss sexually if you had the chance?
Next. No, I don't want to answer that.
I think Darnell wrote that. And he has a male boss, so I think that's kind of weird. It's not weird, it's just he's straight, so it's weird. What makes you angry? Venus Goddess asked that.
What makes
Shout
me
out to Alejandra.
Traffic.
Really?
Yeah, I have bad road rage. I hate slow drivers.
Okay.
I hate people that drive too slow.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Never heard that before.
Really, traffic, like, it's just irritating. Like, I get so irritated. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if everybody is doing the minimum speed limit, I don't understand. I guess it's just an overload of people on the interstate, but it's still annoying. Like, it's annoying and it angers me. And I'm trying to work on my patience, but it gets the best of me.
What makes?
But
me
I haven't
mad?
been like psycho, like following somebody and want to pull over and shoot them or something. I've never been that.
Thank God.
That crazy. But
what makes me mad is I hate when people. Let's do a photography one. I hate when people take for granted what I'm doing, and I will give you an example. I don't mean, hey, I'm doing this for you, and you just think I'm going to do it. That's something else. But it's like, hey, I'm already doing you a favor. We're doing a session, and you trying to overdo it, knowing that I've already extended myself, or overextended myself. It's just annoying. Like, if somebody's doing you a favor, and this is just in life, be thankful, grateful. Take as little as you need to after they've already given you whatever, but just ask the question. Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I not do this? Are you okay? And they will let you know. So be, whatever. And then I hate people that be asking me shit, knowing that I'm going to have to, and I already figured this out. And next year, I'm going to have to limit my family and friend discount.
It's been abused?
Yeah, I realized I did a couple of family and friend discounts. Not my family don't ever ask me fucking pictures, but I realized the last couple of weeks, like my friend discounts, I've been losing money doing the shoots, and I'm like, all right, so I got to figure that part out. And I think it's just gonna be like, I need to figure out like this is what it cost me, this is what it had to cost you, because if not, I'm losing. And so, but anyway, last two things before we get up out of here. Some New York kids drove 100 miles. They were 7 and 12. That shit is funny.
They said, we out of here.
How old were you when you first started driving? I started driving when I was 13, though.
Yeah, driver's ed. I was in high school, 10th, 11th grade? I don't know.
Which makes sense. You drive better than me, and you started driving after me.
But I didn't.
I was driving at 13.
Fun fact, I didn't get my license till I was in college.
Yeah, I didn't. My mom made me wait till I was 17 because I did something stupid at school. She was like, you're waiting another semester. And I'm like, and it didn't even matter. I've been driving since I was 13. My dad put me in a car at 13, and I was driving cross state lines at 15 by myself. It was ridiculous. I do not advise. I'm never letting my kids do that dumb shit. Shout out to my pops. Are you ready for Christmas? Next episode, I do want to say, is it December? Yeah. Next episode, the next couple episodes, y'all, we will be talking about our goals for 2021. We'll be talking about what we're doing for the pod. And I guess for Christmas, we can't talk about what we're thankful for. What are we supposed to do for Christmas?
Christmas is canceled.
Okay, cool.
Can't go home. Can't be with the fam. COVID just messed everything
It was
up.
sad today. The bartender who I was talking to was like, yo, I can't even see my grandma. And I realized my grandma.
Me neither.
My grandma texted me last night. She was like, I haven't seen you all year. And that shit kind of sucked to hear. Like, damn, I've really not heard my grandma. And I don't know, this is probably how she was feeling, man.
Put the fucking mic on. Mic is on.
Grandma, I'm sorry. I do want to let you know I love you.
I'm pretty sure she didn't say put the fucking mic on either.
Grandma, I do love you. I want everybody. Hold on, y'all. This is what my grandma said. This is what she said. What's up?
Such a weirdo.
Slow down, baby. I don't go there, baby. Damn.
You don't know the words. Here you go.
No. I know the word. Hold on. But can you imagine like coming straight out and be like, but that was the 90s too. Well, early 2000s. Like dudes was not going down on chicks. Chicks was adamant about like, dudes knew that chicks wasn't going down on people. Like when we was in high school, girls they made it known like, ain't nobody doing that. I ain't no hoe. But
I wasn't even having sex. I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't even. But the point was, I remember the girls like, that's hoish. All the bitches still single. We want to thank everybody for listening. What episode was this, Key?
I don't know.
This is episode 57. Sorry.
1738. Is that where you was going with that?
I don't know. We want to thank y'all for listening, for stopping by. If you want to, you can meet us at Hickory Tavern right now. We're on the way.
No, we not. We not though. We not there.
The audio sucks in this song. Yo, Ashanti, I got my money on you, baby girl. I love you, man. Ashanti, this for you, baby.
Even if you're not just mine, can you ride with me? Oh, baby.
Are you still on there?
Oh, no.
Alright, we're done.